Hi, it's Natasha Polly, and I'm doing Iconic interview. My childhood icon, it was this Russian singer, Linda, in the 90s. She was this star that she came and she was really dark and she had like a black hair, very like spiky, and she had black eyeliner and she had black lipstick. One time I showed up at school with the same lipstick, and obviously my teacher told me to go to the toilet and take everything off. I'm still obsessed with all of her songs. My style icon, it's Brigitte Bardot, forever. It's Jane Birkin, forever. Brigitte Bardot, she represents for me like this 60s, 70s, beautiful, glamour, sexy. Jane Birkin, she's more like, like a 70s, more like classical, simple style. It was during Cannes Film Festival 2015. And it was by Atelier Versace. It was a black and white dress, very graphic. It was a black tight corset made of Swarovski crystals and a big white skirt. And it was like quite dramatic. All the cameras were mine. When I closed John Galliano Spring Summer Collection 2008, that show was very theatrical. It was a lot of stage. I remember a lot of different spots where we had to pose and be alive, being like very like expressive. I had like big eyebrows, tight hair, flowers in my hair, and this beautiful sheer red dress. I had the best time. I still remember that for sure. Iconic model, it's definitely Verushka. I learned a lot from her pictures. I met her one time. She controlled all the pictures and like hair, makeup and styling. And she was really working with the photographer, especially with Richard Avedon, just her and him. And it was like nobody else really there. That's why those pictures are iconic forever. Kind of hard to explain. I have to stand in profile, and usually it's barefoot on my tiptoes, and I do this kind of bridge, standing up, hands like that, but just like really like this, and this arm is on my waist, and I have to do a really low bend. That's my iconic pose. It's very hard. Don't try that at home. Iconic Vogue Paris cover is June-July 2014 by Ines Benvenut. In my bathing suit in the pool, and so you see like half of my body in the pool and half of my body outside the pool. My favorite team of the whole world were together, so it was just such a great times. Iconic designer is Terry Mugler and Alzadine Alaya. Miuccia Prada. Terry Mugler, when he was making this fashion in the 80s and the 90s, was like always like eccentric shoulders, like a Grace Jones. That's why it's like all related to me. She's my style icon, and the way she was wearing his clothes was very, very cool. Alzadine Alaya is more like sexy, I would say, but in the classic way. And Miuccia Prada, she's always very modern and she's always very ahead of time. Iconic photographer is Richard Avedon and Peter Beard. Richard Avedon is very, obviously it's like a fashion, it's very static, it's like more controlled pictures, and it's all about like hair, perfect makeup, perfect pose, perfect styling, perfect model. And Peter Beard was all about nature, animals, all this savage, more like an art pictures, and it's like all about in the moment, in the movement, in that catching that crazy moment, and like all of his pictures are really, really cool. Luigi Moreno and Guido Palau. They're like the best people in the industry, and we had the greatest times and greatest images we've never taken. So like, all the shows were proud of what we've done. It's always like a piece of art. Thank you so much, Vogue Paris, for having me for this interview. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.